There are places in the world that seem to trap pain, sorrow, and madness within their walls. Places that refuse to be forgotten. Hollowbrook Asylum is one of those places. Once a facility for the mentally ill, the asylum was notorious for its dark practices, stories of horrific treatments, missing patients, and cruel doctors. But when the asylum was shut down in the late 1950s, the building was abandoned, left to rot. Now, decades later, it's said to be haunted by the souls who never found peace. Tonight, we follow the story of a paranormal investigator, Alex, who dared to spend the night in Hollowbrook, hoping to uncover its secrets. What he found was far darker than he could have imagined. Hollowbrook had a sinister reputation even before it closed its doors. People in the nearby town spoke of strange lights flickering at night, of screams echoing from within the walls long after the patients were gone. The asylum's most infamous resident, a woman named Agnes Grey, was known for her piercing screams and violent outbursts. The story goes that Agnes died a brutal death, restrained in a basement room, and now her spirit roams the halls, luring the living to share her fate. Alex was drawn to Hollowbrook not only by the legends but by a recent surge of ghost sightings and eerie sounds reported by locals. Armed with cameras, audio equipment, and a flashlight, he entered the asylum alone. The air was heavy with dust, and every step seemed to echo into an unnatural silence. Graffiti-covered walls, broken furniture, and long-forgotten medical equipment filled the rooms, a testament to the suffering that had taken place. Alex could feel it, a palpable dread, as though he were intruding on something meant to stay hidden. As Alex explored, he started hearing faint whispers, too quiet to make out, but undeniably real. He followed them, and as he moved deeper into the asylum, the temperature dropped. His flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the peeling walls. In one room, he found an old patient file labeled Agnes Grey. Inside were notes detailing her violent episodes, descriptions of her screams, and a chilling phrase written by the doctor. She belongs to Hollowbrook now. Just then, a loud crash echoed through the hall, and he whipped around to find no one there. But he sensed he was not alone. Heading toward the basement, where Agnes had been rumored to spend her final days, Alex saw a shadow pass in front of him, lingering just long enough for him to catch a glimpse of a woman in a tattered hospital gown with wild hair and hollow, empty eyes. She stood at the end of the hall, unmoving, before vanishing around the corner. Heart pounding, Alex rushed after her, convinced it was some kind of trick, but as he turned the corner, the hallway was empty. His camera recorded nothing but static, yet he knew he had seen her. Determined to get answers, Alex made his way to the basement, which was colder than any other part of the asylum. The stairs creaked underfoot, and his flashlight cast erratic shadows along the walls. The air felt thick, suffocating, as though something sinister were pressing down on him. He found the room where Agnes had been restrained. Scratches marked the walls, and faint bloodstains lingered on the floor. Suddenly, a loud bang came from behind him. He turned to see the door swing shut on its own, trapping him in the dark. In the silence, a voice whispered his name, soft, chilling, and unmistakably real. He shone his flashlight around the room, but it flickered, casting brief images of a figure standing right beside him, her hollow eyes fixated on him. Panicking, Alex tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. The air grew colder, and then he felt a sharp, freezing grip on his arm. He gasped, seeing her reflection in the broken glass on the wall. Her mouth twisted into a silent scream. Every exit felt impossibly far, yet he knew he had to escape. With all his strength, Alex forced the door open and stumbled into the hallway, heart racing as he ran toward the exit. He heard footsteps behind him, quick and relentless, but he didn't dare look back. Just as he reached the asylum's entrance, he heard a voice call out, "You belong here!" He looked back, only to see Agnes standing in the doorway, her ghostly hand reaching out. But as he burst into the night air, the asylum fell silent once more. After that night, Alex vowed never to return to Hollowbrook. His recordings were filled with static, distorted voices and faint whispers of his name, but no one believed him. The asylum stands empty still, a forgotten monument to pain and suffering, with Agnes's spirit waiting for the next soul to trap in its cursed walls. So if you ever find yourself near Hollowbrook Asylum, keep walking. Some places are haunted by more than just memories. Thank you for joining us on Eerie Tales. Some stories are meant to warn, and some places should be left undisturbed. Hollowbrook Asylum is one such place, and if you hear a whisper calling your name, turn back. Agnes is still there, searching for someone to keep her company forever.